Kingsway podcast.
Yeah, but also this is where this is where for me that the provisioning becomes essential, because when you start having children, that's where you have to understand if you fail everything. Most dudes is like, well, I can have 2 or 3 girlfriends. Yes, and if you have them all under the same roof, everybody's working.
You're not supposed to have them. Even in the Bible, you're supposed to have them the same.
What we're giving hypotheticals. It's not what you're supposed to do, because technically you can do whatever you want in a relationship. However, you can only legally marry one. But let's just say you legally married one, you got 3, the other 2 are just y'all girlfriends. Okay, so now you have your 3 wives. Sorry about that. You have your 3 wives, and each one of them gets a day of the week with you. So each one of them, the wife gets 3, the other 2 get 2, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. So the wife gets 3, the other 2 get 2, because they're just your side chicks.
Sometimes it's with
I'm giving you an example. I'm not saying anything official. Listen, I'm just giving you an example, right? Because here's the thing. So the wife gets 3, which means the wife has 3 days a week. Let's say the wife is the most important, so she gets Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, right? But along with her kids also get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which means you're not helping the kids out with homework during the week. You're not. Your main kids are not getting helped out with homework during the week, because the attention you give her, you also are giving the kids, right? So now the other 4 days are for the other 2. If they each got a kid, well, their kids are going to get the attention. So one has Monday, Wednesday, the other one has Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, you're switching it up. That way you get a different chick every day of the week, except for the weekend you just have your wife. Now you're with that chick and her kid, then you go to the next chick and her kid, or they mix it up a little bit where one will take multiple kids, whatnot. That's fine. Where the problem then becomes, and this is why provisioning is so important, where the problem becomes is if they start having multiple kids, because now the children, well, not that it's going to be, you don't know. I mean, you could have one child each. But I'm saying is if you start expanding, now this one's got 2 children, so now you have to give attention equally to both. Remember, you only got them for 2 days, so you have to put as much time as you can in with them during the day, whatever you can with her during the night. And remember, you're doing all this while working, because providing also includes money. That's why I said it's nearly impossible to adequately provide for multiple people on a provisioning level that's proper. You could do it, but nothing would ever be equal. And it's not even about it being equal. None of it will ever be adequate. And that's the issue. That's why I say most dudes really can't take on that. Look at Nick Cannon. Mariah Carey wants full custody of the kids. Why? Because he can't adequately provision time to his children, because he's got children everywhere else that he has to go see. I gotta go see this one. I gotta go see this one. So even if he had the idea to bring them all, Mariah ain't gonna do it, but the rest of them probably will, to bring them all into one house. Mariah is still like, no, just let me have the full custody. You come see the kids whenever you want. I'm not keeping your kids from you. But I don't think you should have free range to take these kids and go wherever you want.
Once you give up full custody, he has no right. And she gets blocked him. If she get mad, it ain't clear about his age.
I don't believe she'll do that. He's not a bad father. I don't believe she'll do that. I believe the reason why she wants full.
She don't gotta say, oh, because he's a bad father. She's married to a multi-billionaire.
No. What I'm saying is that you're saying that she could block him. I'm saying that she could. I'm just saying that
it's just her husband could block him.
No, because if she takes full custody, that doesn't give her husband custody of the kids.
I understand.
Because they're not adopted.
But if he say, well, I want to be the kid's father, and he
would have to adopt them. He would have to adopt them, yes. But like I said, you're talking about a situation that's never going to happen. That's not going to happen. Nick Cannon's not a bad father. That's not why she wants full custody. I just told you the reason why she wants full custody is so that he can't just take them and travel around the world with them.
Okay.
This is what I'm telling you this. I know this for a fact. Yeah. This is the reason why she does. This is the reason why she wants full custody. She doesn't want full custody so he can't see them. She said that out of her own mouth. That's not why she's trying to do it. Because people were trying to say, oh, he's a bad father, and she cleared that up. No, he's not a bad father. It's just he's not a participating father. Like I said, part of provisioning is provisioning time. He can't provision time because he's having babies all around the world. But that's why he had the idea. I don't know if he originally had the idea or if someone just said it in the media, but it was a great idea. Get all your baby mamas and just put them all in one house. Buy a giant mansion because you got that kind of money, and make sure all your kids can grow up together. Now, whether it be that way or not, what I'm saying is that is possibly the only chance he has of the best provisioning for those kids. Because some of the baby moms are complaining that he's not there, that they're still living paycheck to paycheck. So
then the bitches better get up off their ass and do something.
It really doesn't matter. The point is he's not provisioning as a father. I don't care about what the mothers are doing. This is not jumping on women. All I'm saying is, as a father, because he is the father, there's no DNA test to take. He knew it. He knew what he was doing. As a father, as a man, you are supposed to provide accurate provisioning for your children. If you're going to have them, provide the accurate. That's why I don't believe in weekend fathers. I don't. If your man doesn't want to be in that child's life full time, then just don't be in the child's life. Because you're not going to ration time out to this child to make this child feel like they're less than or you didn't want them. Be there. This is also the reason why I think that a woman who has to take a man to court talking about something, I want child support, but you can see him this time. What is visitation for? I had this talk before with Eddie, like, what is this whole taking the child's father to court for visitation? What is visitation for? If he wants to see his child, just go give him the child. That's it. Because this would solve so many problems. Because some dudes really just want to see their children. Go ahead and see your children. The thing is that you're automatically going to get child support. If you're not living with them or anything, the courts are most likely going to side with you. They're going to give you child support. But I don't know why it has to come with visitation. Just get the child support and get that man his kids. Man, my son needs new shoes. Hey, our son needs new shoes. Okay, what should we do about it? How about he comes to you this weekend, you buy him some new shoes? Yeah, okay, cool. There. Go get that man his kids. That will solve so many of your issues. But so many women want to do it backwards. And I think that's the worst thing that I've ever heard. I completely hate it. I would hate if I ever, this is why before I ever pick a baby mom, I am choosing so carefully. I don't care what anyone says. You can't just pick a woman and think, oh, she's just going to, yeah, she'll definitely have your baby and definitely have you in court. And now, the baby you wanted so bad, yeah, you're seeing it about 2, maybe 3 days a week, supervised visits. I wish she would put me on some supervised visits. You ain't gotta like me. You can hate me. I don't need supervised visits with my kids. My kids are safe with me. Like, I just take that as an insult. I take visits itself as an insult. Get that man his kids. Ain't no problem. Unless, like, he's asking, can I take them out of school or something? That's different. But if the kids come home, can I go see dad? Go to your dad. I don't see the issue.
That's like more for when they get older and a teenager, like preteen, teenager, when they go travel for themselves and shit like that. When you say you go there and go see your dad, like at that young age, it's a lot of back and forth, so they gotta be driving back and forth.
But most dudes are willing to, you hear stories about these dudes, they travel 3 hours to go see their children. That's the thing. It's not. That's fine. It's not a. But that's the thing. It's not a burden on the woman. I don't see the problem. Most dudes will want to see their children. It's really not a burden on the women. That's why I don't see the point of visitation. I just don't. To me, it'll never make any sense. Because if that guy is a danger to the kids, then you'll just not let him be seen with the kids at all. Because it's a danger to you.
Not really. You get a restraining order.
No. We're not talking about a danger to you. I'm talking about just a danger in general, like to the kids. So to the kids. We're talking about basically I'm talking about spiteful mothers. But what I'm really saying is that the guy is not a danger. It's not about getting because the guy's not a danger. What I'm saying is that there's no point in visitation. Period. There's no point. If the guy's that much of a danger to the kids, you still had kids by him, first thing, you're stupid. Second thing, there's no need for visitation because you're really not going to let him see those kids. You're gonna take your kids and you're gonna move somewhere else because you're scared they'll hurt them. But 900% of the time, that's not true. Women aren't out here dating murderers and then having kids by them on purpose.
No, they date good guys and then taking a baby. Some women like, I like her, but like Victoria, I think she's a good woman and a good mother. But she took that man's sperm just to have a baby. And that's not right because I think when she starts doing for shit like that, when a woman taking their sperm, a lot of bitches, they take men's sperm, they sleep with them, take men's sperm and have their baby, and then they take them, when they go and have the baby, take them to child support and shit like that. They need to be like,
see me, the way,
break down on that type.
no, there's definitely even women like that. But that's why I said it's up to the man to see things like that.
Yeah,
and the thing is, you have to
sometimes a bitch can be so sly, so slick.
But you have to have
cover that shit up because you know how many women are getting away with that shit right now.
Well, two things. See, this is for the men. Men have to have discernment. That's just it. If you're going to, if you, the thing is, women are slick and sly. But
men got discernment when they think they think.
That's why they need discernment because they need to stop thinking what they think. Because here's my thing. And I know that if I can do it with as many opportunities as I've had, I know if I can do it, dudes who are in way better positions than me, or who are way better looking than me, or who have way better jobs or whatever, who are out here getting all these ladies, like you shouldn't have 2 or 3 kids running around and you can only see them a couple of days a week. Right. You can have better discernment because you've had better opportunities than me. Right. So it just leads me to believe that they, like you said, they're thinking with their bottom half, not with their top. Mm. So the idea for me is start thinking with your top half. Because what you want to do is, yeah, but that girl's fine. Okay, but you don't need to give her a baby. Because if you do, you already know it's a possibility, just by her attitude and everything, that if she can't be with you, she'll use that baby as leverage. Yeah. So we know that's possible. So what I'm saying is, choose your baby mama wisely. Not have sex, but choose baby mamas wisely.
Not only that, when the guys are using protection and they go with a condom, the females are still essentially with a condom freezing them. And when the guy wakes up with
I heard about girls trying to do that, especially to Drake.
And get turkey based. Yeah.
But see, like I said, that's also on the guy though. Because when you're done, you're supposed to make sure, especially if you're the one that's strapped up. See, because I strap up all the time. I proudly strap up all the time. And I'm not going to. I don't trust none. I don't trust none of them. Not with my. I don't trust none of them. Like there's been a couple that I could trust, but you know they didn't prefer that. But anyway, so for me, what I see is that this is your responsibility because you know you don't want the children. So when you take it off, if you're in a hotel room, go flush it down the toilet. If it's your place, there's not really too much you can worry about. Throw it in the trash. All right, sure, I'll see you later. Oh, I want to spend the night. Okay, it's not a problem. She's not going to reach over and go into your trash can because you're going to feel that.
But it's not like this. Sometimes they, not even that, but I've heard stories of them just when they giving oral sex to men, they'll act like they swallowed the nut and spit it out.
I'm talking about protected sex. Yeah, I get what you're saying though. I get what you're saying though. But like,
it was necessary. And I was like, wait, they do this shit?
Yeah, like, I mean, once it hits, but the thing is, once it hits air, it's
no, like, 6 hours. They can live on the surface for 6 hours.
Not sperm.
Yes, it can. Yes, sperm can live on the surface. That's HIV can live in the airborne. Sperm can live on the surface of any surface for 6 to 8 hours.
No, that's not right.
Yes, it is. That's in my medical terminology book.
Oh, let me see. No, that's not. Because I heard, hold on. Because I remember, I researched that. So I remember them saying that when sperm hits air. No, it does not die. Because if that was so, when he nutted into the condom and that little air sac that was in there. No, condoms are airtight.
Right, but when he takes it off, that airflow get in there and it's supposed to kill the cells. How can the woman take the cells, the dead fucking babies, if they're dead right in the air, so they go fucking freeze them still to preserve them? That's not true.
No, okay.
Because she gotta empty it out the condom, remember, and put them in a petri dish to preserve it in a freezer.
30 minutes.
7 minutes?
30.
30?
Yeah.
Nah, that's gotta be.
You
good.
can't argue with the facts.
But
I just looked it up.
I got a medical terminology book at home. I'm still a medical now because I'm going back to school. So yeah. I know that's what it says in my medical terminology.
Yeah, but even I thought it was like, no, 6 hours is too much. Yeah. The sperm.
That's some shit.
Yes. Yeah, sperm.
Is somebody talking on here?
I don't know. That might be this phone number. Even in a room temperature or body temperature environment, sperm are unlikely to survive more than an hour outside the body. Let me go make sure this is the trusted site. Because one says it lasts about 30 minutes, one says no more than an hour. How long does sperm live? Okay.
Sperm lives for 2 days, and then let's say. Sperm lives for 2 days, and let's say, then the third day it recycles. And
ultimately, how long sperm lives depends on where it goes. Sperm that reaches the uterus can live for approximately 5 days.
Yeah.
Yes, that's the uterus. We're not talking about that. That's inside of the body. We're talking about what happens when sperm comes outside of the body. Because you said when she swallowed, I was like, that's not right.
No, she didn't swallow. Like,
no, she held it in her mouth and then spit it out. What I'm saying is she has to spit it out. That's it hitting the air.
Yeah.
So it can't live, is what I'm saying.
But it can't live though. So if it couldn't live, why are there on record that women have did this in order to get pregnant by men that they were fucking taking their sperm from?
But I've never heard of a woman successfully getting pregnant doing that. I've heard women doing that, but not successfully getting pregnant. Because I've heard women, I've also, remember the whole Drake thing, I heard women trying to get sperm out of the condom, but no one's ever successfully gotten pregnant from that. I've never heard that story.
Yes, they did. I've heard plenty of stories.
Show me a Bible
my mom
story.
is a guy, she delivered babies. The stories that she's heard, not only that, but the stories that when I was in clinical class, the fucking doctors, the story that the doctors would tell us would fathom the shit out of you. Yes, and some of them have nursing backgrounds. Women that do this have nursing backgrounds. Most of them.
Okay, so this one says if sperm is exposed to air, it typically dies within a half an hour.
This gotta be a new update.
If this is new, yes, because it's the first thing in the search. All you gotta do is type in how long does sperm live outside the body. Sperm does not live that long.
If it's exposed to air for long periods of time,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was telling her. Because she was like, it lives up to 6 hours. I was like, no, it doesn't.
In my medical terminology book, it says 6 to 8 hours.
I would believe that sperm can live 6 to 8 hours inside of something, but we're talking about if a man, you said he got it in her mouth, then she spit it out, and then she got pregnant by that.
Right.
That's too much air.
It is too much air.
Because first thing, your mouth is a giant hole.
Yeah.
So, like you said, she didn't swallow, she pretended. She held it in her mouth. There's air in your mouth while you're holding it. There's no way sperm is living for you to, you walk them past her, and then you go spin it in a petri dish, and then you take it, put it in a baster. All this air you're exposing it to, and that sperm's still alive for you to stick it inside of you. And then you have walls that protect you, that will kill most of them. Only 1% of sperm actually get you pregnant. That's why you don't get a baby.
Right, and that's why probably.
That's the thing about the teaspoon of sperm is going to have so many that even if 80% die, there's still 20%. 20% could be like 10,000 sperms.
Yeah.
So she can still get pregnant.
But through that process.
Yeah, because of the fact that, like I said, it's like even if 80% died because of how long it was outside of the human body, since it's so many. Because if it was only like 10 sperms, then it would just die within a couple of minutes. But if it's 10. If it's like 1 million sperms, it's going to take a long time for all 1 million sperms to die out.
That's why I said because she said she heard a story about that. That's why I said show me that story.
By doctors who said their patient got pregnant in turkey base. That's why I'm saying they got turkey base and they got pregnant. How did they get pregnant if it didn't work?
That's what I'm saying. You should
The
be able to show
faster,
them that story.
the faster that is done, the higher chance it will be, because one, it's still in the fluid. The whole idea is that eventually the fluid has to dry up, and then because it's the same thing like with COVID. You know, I spit on the floor and there's COVID in there, and when the spit dries up, then COVID will be exposed to the sun, the air, and stuff, then it'll die. But as long as the spit is still there, the liquid, it'll survive for a couple hours. Stuff like copper, will start killing, COVID or viruses in general when in contact. So if you spit on a copper surface, COVID, viruses will die faster in that environment than if it was on concrete, because on concrete it'll last longer because there's no copper there to kill it. But eventually, if the sun is beaming, then it'll dry it up, and then boom, it'll get to it. Because remember, even viruses have a gel coating, so it has a protection. It has a protection, and then there's the spit. Once the spit's gone, then its protection will kick in, but then it won't last that long because, of course, the protection will die out. And sperms have a similar coating, and then there's the fluid that's in, so it has its own protection. Then it has the fluid, and then
because it even says if sperm is exposed to air, it typically dies within a half an hour. Like this is what I've been saying. Like
So she made sure that shit was extra sloppy.
Yeah, she had to, because
I had to keep
and then
it
she
wet.
and
not only just her,
and then you're holding
it's like
it in your
reported
mouth.
cases, multiple reported cases of girls who've done that, and I didn't know that. And we was talking
and knowing
about
after
yesterday.
battle, because I always fear that. Like, oh no, you're not getting no sample, no turkey baster bullshit.
Yeah, we was talking about it yesterday.
That's the
I
thing.
was like, what? They do that? And they was like, how the bitches do it for Section 8 and shit like that, and just still man sperm because he got good genes and shit like that.
Which is the bullshit of the world. That's why he puts hot sauce on his condoms and all these other things.
Which is what I was telling her. I was like, that's why the women steal the condoms. And she was like, yeah, but there should be air inside it. And I was like, no, see, the condoms are airtight. Because you're not, when you take it off, you hold it like this. Down here is a lubricant that seals it. That's why I'm saying condoms are airtight. So if you told me somebody was turkey basting from a condom, I can understand. But nothing in somebody's mouth, and then they spit it out, and then they turkey baste themselves and still get pregnant.
Not their self. They took it into the doctor.
Doctors aren't.
Oh yeah, that's.
This is what I'm saying. These stories should be out there.
The doctors are the ones who said this story. That's why.
They said the stories. They're not the ones who turkey based her. That's what we're arguing. Because you made it sound like, they took the sample in a turkey baster to the doctor, and the doctor put it in. It's like, no. You're saying they did it to themselves, and the doctors are telling the stories of they found a lot of the women that they saw.
Yeah.
Was like, I used a turkey baster, and that's how I got pregnant. It's like, okay, that's drawing.
Yeah.
Because of course it'd be.
They would lie and say they had found a sperm donor, such and such a guy that they know was a sperm donor to them, and they would take it in the petri dish and take it into the doctor.
I mean, the petri
dish.
dish.
Of course, they have to put it in fucking ice. What's the?
How are
ice
girls getting
because
pregnant
it's
if they're putting sperm in ice.
They have to preserve it. That's how the doctors do it too.
Remember, remember the idea of like.
Listen to what's going on. A girl walks into your office. She has a petri dish and says, "I want you to put this in." You can't do that.
She found her sperm donor. Yes, you can.
You can't walk into a hospital.
The doctors are going to do their research on the sperm.
There's certain shady. Those are shady doctors.
But those are shady doctors. So your mom's a shady doctor.
Because
she heard the story from my mom heard stories from the girl, but then I heard stories from Mr. Chris and Miss what's it called? Another older lady was talking about it. I was like, fuck, they really do that stuff? And he was
Yeah,
like,
because I was gonna point out the fact that of the sperm bank, the cup and stuff like that, and then they freeze it,
No. I know sperm banks. Sperm banks.
I'm just using I'm using that as an example of what the chick did. She'll get the sample, put it in a container, Tupperware, put it in a bag of ice, and then bring it to the doctor like it's a sperm donor sperm, like from a sperm bank. It's like that's a ghetto way of doing it, but it will work. But it's like that's the thing. It's like no real like
doctor,
legit doctor will be like, sure, I'll take this thing that you MacGyvered. Instead of taking it from an actual sperm bank with paperwork and stuff, you MacGyvered this shit. It's like, wait, so he just busted in this petri dish, put it in the ice, and then you brought me a sample, a fresh sample, like
because
you know what I mean?
I'm like, wait, doctors don't do that. You have to go to a sperm bank.
There's a lot of shady sperm banks that will do that.
This is probably like
that's
clinics.
That's a sperm bank, not a doctor.
Well, that's even worse, right? Then we have some shady sperm banks.
Not sperm bank, but what's the facility for the
sperm banks?
IFB.
Sperm
banks. No. For
the
IFB,
only people who can get
pregnant. That's for women. That's what women get when they want to get pregnant. That's what they call it.
In vitro fertilization. Yes.
Fertilization.
But they usually do that through a sperm bank because they have to be able to confirm that the sperms are healthy. There's no AIDS in the sample and stuff.
That's why I said they still do their job and make sure everything is.
That's not a doctor's job. This is what I'm trying to tell you. So if I'm not in this thing right now and give it to you.
So these are sperm doctors, not doctor doctors.
These are not doctors, and this is what I'm trying to explain to you. If I nut in this thing and give it to you, you can't walk into Jefferson Hospital and get pregnant with it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. You can't do that. That's not how it works.
Not legally, unless
you know a doctor, but they're still going to what's the word? They're going to defer you or whatever, recommend you to a sperm bank. You go to a sperm bank, that's their job. What they do is they take the sperm, they test it for all this stuff because they don't just want to stick. They don't finish. Because if you knew that, you wouldn't keep saying she came from a doctor. This is why I keep telling you, whoever's telling you stories, unless it was in the news, I wouldn't take it as legit. I don't take stories like that as legit if it was never in the news. Something like that would be in the news.
Because we
should be able to Google.
We should be able to.
They shut down. Like a couple years.
We should be able to Google the fact that you can supply your do at home sample. You know how you go to the bank and you deposit, but maybe they'll let you do it at home. So it's like, okay, make the deposit at home, bring it in, and then we'll do the stuff. So maybe that's a possibility that they have do it at home because you might feel more comfortable with your own supply, your own way of getting the supply.
Because the reason why I was even objecting, because she's like, oh, you can bring it in and you get it frozen. Those are sperm banks. You kept saying hospital, doctor. That's not the same thing. Time out.
Whatever.
Time out, because this is how we got to disagreement.
It has to be a fertility clinic or something.
Fertility clinic.
Yeah.
So when you go to a fertility clinic, you can do that. You can say, this is my husband's sperm. And what they'll do is they'll take it, they'll test it, they'll do all this stuff, and they'll be like, okay, we can.
This sample is good, we can use it.
But you can't take this to Jefferson Hospital and tell them to stick you.
No, this is what I told you the first time. I told you some of them have nursing background, so they don't freeze it in regular ice. They freeze it in the their black ice that the hospital uses.
This is what I'm saying.
Whether it's regular ice or fancy hospital grade ice.
All I'm saying is
ice is ice.
Yeah, ice is ice. I'm just saying you can't go to Jefferson Hospital and do that. All I'm saying is you have to go to a specific clinic. It's called a fertility clinic.
I'm not talking about the actual Jefferson Hospital, like a regular hospital.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Clinic, that's where I messed up at.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where it was because we were disagreeing on it, and you kept saying, "No, I heard the stories." So I was like, "Well, who told you the stories?"
Yeah, my mom.
These people told stories. Okay, if they told you, and what I'm saying is, if they told you doctors are doing that, that would be in the news. That would be in the news.
It's not happening now. Said
but I would be able to Google that. That's why I said
Google it. Just like it'll be old news, not as new news. Yeah, but it'll still be old.
That's why I Googled how long the sperm lasts, because she was like, somebody took sperm in their mouth and then spit it into a petri dish and then took that dish to a doctor and got pregnant. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. First thing, that sperm's been hitting air the whole time, because this is not a seal. When I go and then I in your mouth, you have air in there. So all right. We'll give it to you. I Googled it, said half an hour. Okay, the sperm's still alive. Then you spit it into a petri dish. But first, you got to fool the guy, because remember, she said, "Oh, you pretended to swallow." So you're like this. You're holding that sperm in your mouth. Get into a petri dish. You're not getting that to a doctor within an hour unless you run out the door. And he's like, "Wait, why is she running out of the door?" And she said 6 hours. So I Googled it. It doesn't say sperm lasts 6 hours. It said half an hour. It said an hour the most. While hitting air. It didn't say if it was vacuum sealed. It said while it's hitting air. That's why I was like, yeah, sperm can't last that long outside the body. This is the reason why dudes pull out. Because
that's why they get. That's the most fucking ridiculous thing. Because when
okay, so hold on. Let me finish. Let me finish.
That's the highest percentage of getting females pregnant.
I understand. Let me finish. So, yeah, please Google the source because I'm telling him. I'm gonna tell him something that I just found out too. So, like I said, that's why dudes pull out, right? Did you know if you nut close enough, it will crawl inside the pussy? I was like, what?
Yeah.
It's called premature.
It will crawl.
No, we're talking about it.
We're talking about the actual act.
Like if you nut on her inner thigh, it will try to.
It will try to go.
I
was like, I didn't know that. It will go. It will actually go inside of her. And like you said,
fluid has a habit of doing that. It'll try to go to certain crevices and holes. Like it's trying to find some.
And remember what you said, like there was like 10,000 in that little strand or something. And it said
remember
they're
moving, and that's another thing. They're all moving. They're not staying still. They're all moving, and there's like a million of them. So there's going to be small, microscopic movement, and that small movement is going to cause. And then so the movement.
I just think about every shot. I'm like, dude, you can still get a pregnant. What did you do that for?
Like it's moving,
bro. Like it's moving. Like, dude, what are you doing? You can still get a pregnant. Like. Oh man, that's just. I was like, oh shit, yeah. And then it goes into the canals, and that's why I was telling you. Like it said, like most of them don't make it, but some, like 1% could still go in there, and she could still get pregnant. But
and if she's extra fertile,
especially if she's extra fertile. But then. That's why I also learned what I was telling her. Like you have these walls inside that protect you from that. Because
it's called T cells. It's not walls that protect you. The T cells is what.
No, I'm telling you what I actually just read. I actually just read that it's walls. I can show you. It said
T cells will be extra. That's for a different.
I'm just telling you what I actually just read. I've just read that.
But when it comes to like residual, like anything left over,
T cells are
the wall.
What makes what makes the weapons that goes into the vagina walls that secrete to destroy the sperm cells. I know what I'm talking about.
T cells. The thing is, T cells do kill viruses and stuff like that. And they try to, it's part of your immunity.
They also keep you from having fevers and all types of
that's the thing. It's part of your immune system, but it usually takes time to trigger that.
Not really. That's why a woman get a yeast infection or a bladder infection.
Well, that'd be different. That's because the T cells ain't protecting her from the yeast infection.
Due to natural barriers in a female's body, such as constrictions at the cervix, only 1% of the sperm make it to the uterus. This is what I was just trying to tell you.
I already know 1% makes it to the uterus.
Okay, why do you?
I know 1%.
Why when I said
that earlier?
That's what I'm saying. But you keep saying, "Oh no, it's not that. It's T cells." I'm trying to tell you what I just read. I'm telling you what I just read. And then you're like, no, that's not what it is. It's T cells. I'm like, no, I'm telling you what I just read. Oh, yeah, but you said it earlier. That's what I was telling you earlier. I'm telling you that you have...
I'm letting you know the I can't see the freaking word of how it starts and how it helps with the vagina. That's
but I'm just telling you what I read.
But
I'm just telling you what I read.
We're just talking about
you're pushing back on my body. You keep pushing back on what I'm saying.
The wall is part of your protective.
The wall is part of the protective.
Yeah, it's one thing that protects you.
Which is blocking.
Then there's
all the sperm from going in, and only 1% is slipping in.
And then the toughness.
Then your reply is no. It's your T cells. Why are you pushing back on what I'm saying? What I just read. I'm not telling you this because I know it. I'm telling you because what I just read.
Your body has more than one defensive mechanism. That's what he's talking about.
So what you're saying is this is wrong.
So the wall,
because there's no need to push back.
Is one layer of defense. The T walls are like the security guards. But you still got to have a gate.
You still got to have a gate.
Your walls is the gate, and then the T cells are the security guards that.
I'm saying, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I didn't know that. I'm telling him that I didn't know that, and then you're telling me something which Okay, but that's not what I read. And you're pushing back on me, so I'm like, why are you pushing back? I'm just telling you what I read. If it's wrong, then just tell me, oh no, it's wrong, because that's what you said. You said no, it's T cells. I'm like,
because like I read in my medical terminology, like I said,
so you're saying this is wrong?
You said only for when you read in a medical book, it says different from what the fuck this is saying.
No, I understand. That's what I'm saying. Saying different and saying otherwise is two different things. So are you saying it says something different and this is wrong, or are you saying, oh, they just use different words?
That's just different wordplay for them.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, because when you're pushing back on me, I'm like, because I'm trying to. You're saying you read medical books, so I would take what you say as fact. If you're telling me this is wrong, that's what I'm saying. But if you're saying, oh, it's just using different words, then there's no need to push back. Because every time I say something, you keep pushing back. I'm like, why do you keep pushing back on what I'm saying if what I'm saying is right? Even though I'm saying it differently, what I'm saying is right.
Yeah, you're right. That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, like what I'm saying is right. Because
no one's saying that the walls don't have T cells and
because I never said that.
antibodies.
Because that's not what I read.
And blood, and blood and other.
The blood is not. That's not involved.
Blood of Christ.
The blood is when there's no fertilization. That's all.
Like, I didn't know this.
No, I'm not talking about like period blood or anything. I'm talking about like just blood in general in your body, because we have blood flowing through all parts of our body.
Both the male and female. Mm-hmm. When he secretes, a little blood secretes too.
Yeah,
and your DNA also gets stuck within the female as well.
Yeah, that's part of the wall's use of why we were talking about the wall helps defend from the chick getting pregnant multiple times from one sample of sperm, which is why only 1% gets through, and then that 1% has to try to get to the egg and try to get through the egg's outer shell, membrane to get in to fertilize. So a lot of them die because of the wall. They hit the wall multiple times. They don't survive through the wall. Then
I'll get through, brother.
Then there's the T cells, right? And then there's the fact that they have to fight to get through the egg itself.
I didn't know this. Sperm can last for 5 years when it's frozen.
Yeah, that was the point. That's like, yes, out unprotected, sperm will die eventually.
Yeah.
But if you put in effort, of course. So that's why it's like, oh, Petri dish, put it in ice.
Yeah.
It's like, yep. They MacGyvered it, and it's gonna. You're a father. Congratulations. You played yourself. You should have put hot sauce on it.
This is where I read. Because I said, can you get pregnant if there's semen near the vagina? The money shot. Yeah. And it's like, it's unlikely, but not impossible for someone to get pregnant, even if there's semen near the vagina. For conception to occur, the sperm must reach the egg in a woman's fallopian tubes during their fertile window. Sperm needs warm, moist environment to survive. And what is that? Warm, moist. I'm sorry. That part I have familiarity with. I don't need to be a doctor to let you know that's warm and moist.
I found a case when a doctor was using his own sperm.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard about that. Yeah, doctor. So many stories about that doctor. I was like, yo, they don't even know how. They said he had countless number of kids.
Yep.
They said he lost track.
Genghis Khan.
He was trying to do a Genghis Khan.
And I made a movie out of him on Netflix.
Yeah, I think they did. So as long as it hasn't dried, pre-ejaculate or semen that lands near a woman's vagina could stay moist and theoretically move into the vaginal opening up through the cervix and into the uterus.
Because once it gets,
when I read that, I said, "Oh my God, it moves!"
Because like I said, all it has to do is come in contact with another liquid, and then you know how it is. It's going to travel. In whatever direction the liquid that it comes in contact is going, that's the direction it's going. So if it's sailing up to the fallopian tube, that's where it's going. Yeah. So that's why, you gotta have towels and all that stuff. Hot sauce and
you gotta. Hot sauce.
It's like,
why you putting hot sauce on my ass? Don't worry about
it. Hold your breath for like 30 minutes. This is gonna be bombing the room. Like, what the fuck? This is some new shit right here. This is a birth control. This is Plan B, the canister, the grenade version. Shh.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So we know sperm prefers cooler temperatures. This is the reason why we kept telling niggas stop wearing them fucking tight pants. Because it fucks with your fertility. They're trying to make us all infertile. Yeah. Like, oh my God, man.
Sterile.
Sterile, thank you. You're trying to make us all sterile, you assholes. Why are you wearing skinny jeans?
I remember hearing something recently about that. About the idea of like, you know, guys wearing skinny jeans. And it's like, and then now you mentioned that it's like, yeah, the idea of wearing skinny jeans.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
It's like, why are we trying to get guys to wear skinny jeans? And it's like, I guess that's the point they were trying to make, but I didn't get it at that time. They said it. I thought it was like, okay, yeah, just skinny jeans. That seems weird.
Here's the bottom line. In a sperm lifespan, when sperm is dry, it dies. While there is a possibility of pregnancy occurring if semen is near the vagina, the best chance of pregnancy is when sperm is inside.
Jeffrey Epstein had got 20 women impregnated in Mexico. He got a fucking ranch out New Mexico. According to the scientists, he got this idea from a respiratory germinal choice, the sperm bank, that was designed to collect sperm of Nobel Prize winners in order to.
Yeah.
That nigga crazy. He did it for a test.
He was crazy, right?
He said he's trying to populate the world.
Yeah. It's eugenics.
Yeah.
It's nothing new, yeah. I mean, to a certain degree, I agree with the concept. We do
In order to fill the world with genius offspring.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Women believe in that. That's funny. That's more.
That's technically
if anything, that's
supposed to pick the smartest, strongest, tallest, best looking, most resourceful, blah blah blah, you know, guy, so that we can reproduce the best human beings. But instead, we got a lot of pookies and ray-rays reproducing mass quantities, and then now all the issues that we have now because of it.
Yeah. Because it seems like women just want to give away the physical genetics, not the mental ones. Oh, my child will have the best education.
L3, sorry, L3 5